Hi, welcome to the Mr. Curry Experience Online, and this is Sprague's Speech and Debate Weekly Update for the week of October 12th, 2014. Well, the first tournament is in the book. Silverton Novice went on without a hitch. It's been a while since I've only had a couple of competitors, but we did, and a couple of people to judge, and everything went exceedingly well. First, I'd like to thank Brandon and Colin for going and being great speech mommies, as well as having a good time judging. They wrote a lot of really great ballots, and hopefully they're going to help out students get off to a good start in their speech and debate careers. And big shout outs to Adele and Catherine for getting their first tournament out of the way. Adele went 2-2 in Lincoln Douglas debate. She had the third highest speaker points in the division. And Catherine had a cumulative score of 15 out of 3 rounds with 6 judges, which meant she averaged a 2.5 per judge. She doesn't have the score to break to the final round. The final round was a 10, but there weren't an awful lot of 11, 12s, and 13s and 14s between her and the final round. So she was actually quite close to breaking with a score of 15. She would have made semifinals if they had held a semifinal. There were over 50, I believe, competitors in impromptu. So good job to Catherine. Our next tournament's right up on top of us. It's Willamette. It's happening this Friday and Saturday. Remember that your parents have to take you to Willamette. And if your parents can't take you to Willamette but can get you to Sprague, then they will drop you off at Sprague and then I will get you there. Please go to the website and look up the parent information form for Willamette. It is updated to have all of the appropriate times for where you will be, where you need to be. If you need that ride to Willamette from Sprague, you need to physically come and tell me so I can get your name on the transport list. The sooner that you do that, the better off everything's going to be for everybody. So if you need transport help from Sprague to Willamette, come find me in room 109 so that we can get that squared away. You have to go to the website. You have to download that parent form. You have to print it. And you have to share it with your folks, please, so they know what's going on. Because for a lot of you, this is your second or your third Willamette, and it's all on autopilot for you, but your parents really do deserve to know exactly where you're going to be and what we're doing. In order to help clear up any kind of issues, to double check our registration, handle ads and drops at the last minute, I'm calling a mandatory Willamette team meeting during lunch on Wednesday. So if you're going to Willamette, you need to have lunch in my room on Wednesday. We're going to handle any of the last minute logistics. I'll pass out some maps. I'll show you where we're going to do our campsite, just so that everybody's on the same page. Double check to make certain that everybody shared information with their parents. Double check to make certain that everybody has their permission forms done and their student info forms done, because I am still short parent permission slips. A lot of you still need to get those into me. So the sooner that we can get that taken care of, the better. Also, there are a lot of you who don't have your activity fees into me yet. We need those activity fees at the beginning of the year so that we can pay our bills. We just now got our renewal fee into the National Speech and Debate Association, so we'll start being able to enter points and I'll be able to access resources for us, but it's kind of slow going to getting the ship moving if we don't have the capital to make it happen. So make certain you get those activity fees in as soon as possible. Our next tournament after Willamette is Whitman, and right now I have 4 people signed up for Whitman. I'd like to double that number. So if you are capable, able to make it on that weekend, please sign up. The lodging fee this time around is only $60. We're only going to be there 2 nights. We're going to drive up early on Friday. We'll be there Friday night and Saturday night. We'll compete on Sunday. We'll come home Sunday night. So between the $60 lodging fee and whatever event you're in, will determine your participation fee for paying for registration. This tournament's outside of our budget, so we have to have students pay for that activity fee as well. But it's usually $10 or $15. So you're looking at a fee of somewhere around $75 to $100. But I think I'm going to open up to say, if you went to Willamette and you were successful at Willamette, and we have an event that you can do at Whitman, even though it might be your second tournament, let's go ahead and get you signed up for Whitman if that's something that you want to do. I'm also going to put up the Berkeley sign up on the wall on Tuesday, and we need to get Berkeley figured out pretty quick because I need to figure out how many seats on the charter we're going to have, how many rooms at the hotel we're going to have, and so I can get that accurate logistical information to you as soon as possible so that we can start making the arrangements, and you can start hitting up your parents for I don't know, Berkeley usually costs about $250 to $300. So it's kind of a hit to the pocketbook. I get it, but if we get that information figured out now in October, it gives you an opportunity, because Berkeley's in the middle of February. It gives you an opportunity to get things squared away early, make payments early, things like that. So we're gonna get Whitman squared away. We're gonna get Berkeley squared away. And hopefully we'll get a good idea about the number of people who are going to go to those two very cool tournaments. I really recommend that you work really hard and get yourself travel ready for both Whitman and Berkeley. I think that's it. Hope you've had a good 4-day weekend. I know we're losing practices on Monday, so if you're signed up to go to Willamette, you may want to think about coming in extra time Tuesday or Thursday to work with me. I'm opening up my classroom at 1 o'clock on Monday for people to come in and work. I'll be grading, but if you want to come in with your debate partner and work and hit me up for ideas and give me a little bit of and take a little time away from my grading to let me give you an evaluation on a particular speech or whatever, we'll do that as well. So that's tomorrow, Monday the 13th, at about 1 o'clock in my classroom. Even though it's a grading day, I'll be there from about 1 until 4, and if you want to come in and work, I have a space for you to work in. So, hope that helps. Hope you have a good day off tomorrow. Get yourselves ready for that ACT, PSAT, something test on Wednesday. And as always, I'm Mr. Curry. Have a good rest of the weekend. We'll see you on Tuesday. Bye.